Okay, I'm back. I let him outside for just a minute. He started barking like crazy, and we live on a 4 lane, a busy 4 lane, and he typically would not dare approach the road. But if somebody is walking down the road or the dog across the highway decides to come over, he will lose all sensibility and run out on the road. So after he started barking like that, I let him in, gave him and Jack a treat, and he's calmed down. So, but he did get a raise. I'm looking forward to seeing how much that affects our income. Um, but we won't know that until November the 12th when he gets paid. So I will project what I think it will be. I'm counting this payday as the first one in November because it will have to cover all the bills before the 12th. So I don't believe in this, there's a such thing as a magic month because if you get paid the 3 times in a month, that's first, 15th, and 29th. Well, you don't get paid again until November the 12th. Well, then the 29th is the first paycheck of the month, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So, this is our bills that we have that needs to be paid. This is all the monthly bills for November. We do not have any credit cards. We do not have a mortgage. We have an ELOC, home equity line of credit, and I have a truck payment. Other than that, we do not have credit cards. When we bought this house, we took out the ELOC to pay off some little small debts we had. I think there was a couple of credit cards that was paid off, and that's why we have an ELOC. But our mortgage was actually paid off. Well, I think this coming up March will be 4 years, and it took us less than 5 years to pay off the mortgage. It wasn't much. The house, it was a foreclosure, but this is my grandmother's home, and when she first passed away, there's no way I could have lived here. But after some time has passed, I decided that I did not want it to get into someone's hands that would put it up as a rental property. So my husband and I bought it, and for $25,000, and it is a 2 bedroom, a nice size utility room, kitchen, living room, carport, half-acre of land, and we give $25,000 for it. So that's just the long and the short of that. And it's all the house we need. We have 5 children, and I have no intentions of any of them coming back. They sink or swim, you on your own. And that's just the way it is. I've had times where I've let a child come back home for a period of time, and it's just a very emotional thing for the kids to pack up and leave, then pack up and come back, and then pack up and leave, and sometimes they pack up and come back, and they have a child in tow, and no thank you. My husband and I have gotten used to being here by ourselves, and we kind of like it. We kind of like it. Love our children, love our grandchildren, but they need to have their own home. I don't even want any of them to build or put a mobile home or anything in my yard. I'm past that stage of my life. I had a child in school for 29 straight years. I had my oldest son, and he started school in 1988, and by the time the last one graduated, it was 2017. You do the math. So I'm past that stage. I love to see them come, and I love to see them go, and that's just the way it is. Our bills this time are going to be $1,317. Now, all this scratching on here that you see, I will explain it. It was done in the first take, and the bills are $1,317. Now, pretty much all of these are set in stone, like the storage, life insurance, the water, the power. These two right here vary sometime from month to month by a little bit. And then the ELOC is set in stone. I'm pretty sure that's how much our automobile insurance, that's what it was last month. The policy renewed last month, and I'm pretty sure it will be the same thing this month. And then the dish, same thing every month. And my truck is $500 and something a month, and I pay $800. I pay $400 per paycheck. Okay, and then that is $1,317, and then I will be taking out some money for medical, which is our prescriptions. My husband just got his stuff filled Monday, and it's time for me to get my medication filled. This weekend, I am on a heart medication. I take 4 different kinds every day. I take them, some of them twice a day, some of them 3 times a day, and then I have asked them to prescribe me some nitroglycerin. Just as I think I'll feel, I'm fine on the weekends when my husband's at home, but then during the week when he's not here, I'm a little insecure. Guess I got a little PTSD after having that heart attack, and I just feel like I would feel better knowing that I had the nitro here in case I did have another cardiac event. So I've got to pick those up tomorrow, and I've got $20 in. Let's see if I can find my little wallet I had out a while ago. It should not be that deep in my purse because I just had it. Maybe it's in my seat. It is. I bought this last week at the Pigeon Forge Michael Kors outlet store. Love Michael Kors. And I made these little cash. These are cash envelopes that I made for my wallet. They're little bitty. And this one is my medical, and I think there's $20 in here. And if I put 30 in, that's 50. That's plenty to pick up my prescriptions. We are fortunate to have really good insurance, and so this is the medical. I am going to get a label maker and label these, but this is my medical, this is my grocery, and this is my spending money. I don't have much spending money left this week. I was doing so well till yesterday, had not spent a dime of my spending money, and then it's hard to, I don't really care for cold sandwiches, and we don't have a microwave at our store, and so I think about getting just a small little microwave, and because I prefer something hot, so especially when the weather's getting really cool, and I could make stuff and take it and put it in the microwave. And I don't like to eat a big lunch, because if I eat a big lunch, then I'm looking for a place to lay down after I eat, and I cannot. Our store is open till 5, and my sister and I are partners, and we sew until 5 o'clock. Sometimes a little after 5, so I cannot take a nap. So anyway, I did have some, I think $53 left of grocery money from the last 2 weeks. And I put it in this jar. Let me raise this up a little bit. I put it in this big container. Anything that's left over out of the cash envelopes is put in the gas, spending, or grocery. It's put into this jar and saved. It's a pretty good size. It had pork rinds in it from my daughter coming and staying with the dog. She had bought this huge container of pork rinds. They were not good, and I threw them away after she left and washed the container. It has a sticky spot on it right here, and I'm probably going to cover this with paper and make it pretty, but right now it's serving a purpose. And then I have emptied out my change in a change jar. I've done rolled this up several times this year, but it's almost ready to roll up again. But I put all of my change in here, and it is very heavy. Would not want to drop that on your foot. Okay, so we have an issue this time. Everything added together let me add it up again. I can't remember which one of these scribbles here is my actual total. We have $1,300.17 plus 30 for my prescriptions plus $690 for our cash envelopes is, and I know I wrote that down earlier, $2,020.17 is the total that we need to pay all the monthly bills, our cash envelopes for this 2 weeks, and the medical envelope. Their medical cash. Just pick up my prescriptions. Okay. Cash envelopes are something that you are going to spend out of in that 2 weeks. Sometimes you'll spend all of it. Sometimes you'll have a little bit left over, but you will be spending out of this. Sinking funds, which I will be stuffing on November the 12th, and that's all that was all I was going to do on November the 12th, and I'll explain that in a minute. Those sinking funds are once a year things. Christmas is a sinking fund. Car tax is a sinking fund. Homeowners insurance is a sinking fund. All those things that are paid once or twice a year are they're small little savings accounts for a once or twice a year event, or a once or twice a year an expense, and you save a few dollars per check, per payday, to get that total to where you need it so that when it comes to you, you've got the money. Cash envelopes is something that you will spend out of because you have to have money for life. To do your thing. My husband and I both have to have gas to go back and forth to work. I only work 5 miles from here, so it doesn't take that much gas for me to go back and forth to work. My husband he works 60 miles from home, or he goes to the main office, which is 60 miles away, and then gets in a work van. Him and his partner get in a work van, and they drive that to their office in Tuscaloosa, and they have their ambulances there, and he only does that. He drives down there once a week and drives back home once a week, but he is actually on the clock from the time he gets in the work van till he gets off of the work van on Friday. Hope you understand. I hope that made sense the way I said it. But he, instead of driving 30 miles to work every day, he drives 60 miles on Tuesday and 60 miles home on Friday. So he is volunteered to work some Sundays. So I had to increase his spending from $60 a week, and that is just money for the 3 days that he's at work. He takes leftovers from home, from what we cook on the weekends. Him and his partner cook at work, and he was getting $60, and it was working out very well. That does not include his gas. It's strictly what he needs while he's at work as far as food. And I increased it to $80 because he is working Sundays for the next month. So and I get $40 a week. So that is $240, and gas. This is for both our vehicles. He uses diesel. I use gasoline. $150. The groceries $300. This time I'm going to split it up into $150 per week, and see if I can save more money that way. Might not make a difference. I don't know. But my groceries is all inclusive. Everything it takes to run my home. It is for my little boys' dog food. I got 2 little boys. It's for their dog food. It's for their treats. It's for toilet paper and paper towels and shampoo and dish detergent, laundry detergent. Anything that it takes to run my home for 2 weeks. $300. I don't divide this up into pet food and toiletries like some budgeters do, because all those things are bought at the same place, and I just put $300 in groceries, and that takes care of everybody's needs in this house for 2 weeks. And that total like I said, was $2,020.17. The reason I scratched that out is because my husband's paycheck is going to be short this payday tomorrow. I don't know how bad short it's going to be yet, but it's going to be short. He took a vacation week last week, and when you are in the EMS business, you rely on overtime. Week before last, which was the first week of the pay period, he worked 40 hours straight, 35 over. Last week he was on vacation. And the way they figure vacation, straight 40 hours, no overtime pay. So it's gonna hurt a little bit, but it'll be fine. We have savings and all of that, so it'll be fine. But this new raise is really gonna help my goal of saving $10,000 next year. And I might throw in a couple other little savings challenges, but we'll get into those after at the first of the year. Okay, so our total was 2017, and his check, say it's 1,700. It's normally about 2,206, somewhere around in there, but because of the overtime, I'm projecting about 17. I'm going to write that down so we can. It may not even be that much. I don't know. But if it's seven, if whatever it is, I'm going to pay the bills that have to be paid the first of the month. Go ahead and get those out of the way, and I believe they will total $568.58. That is the storage, the life insurance, the water, our power bill, and the ELOC, and I think that was all I had figured. And then whatever we're short, I'll just have to make it up on November the 12th when he gets paid. I know the automobile insurance don't come out till the 17th. My truck payment is due the 17th. The dish, I'm not sure when the dish comes. I can't remember. I have to look that up when the dish comes out. I was thinking it was around the 20th, but this month they took it out a lot earlier than the 20th, so I'm not sure. I have to look that up and see. But most of these are set in stone, the amounts, and I know what they are. We have no credit card debt. We only have my one truck payment, and I pay over on it, pay extra on it, and then we have the ELOC, which we pay extra on it every month. So anyway, whatever shortfall we have, I will make it up on November 12th. But we won't know until he gets paid tomorrow. We won't know until these two right here, the two AT&T cell phone bills can vary from month to month by a little bit. So we'll know tomorrow how. And I will do a check-in every 2 or 3 days to see what our expenses have been, what our income is, and all of that. So my income, basically, I put back into my business. I don't take very much out for our personal finances. It's pretty much funded by my husband, and my business, what I make at my business, is pretty much put right back in to the business. At least for a while. I like to do that so that, as I had to have a lot of fabric, a lot of thread, a lot of embroidery thread, I have to have my machines maintained, and that costs my embroidery machines maintained. I have 3 multi-needle embroidery machines. It costs $275 to have those serviced once a year each. $275 each, and that's if they do not need any parts. That's just if they need cleaning and oiling and that sort of thing. It's $275. It's just I had to buy pillow forms. I had to buy the stuffing for my teddy bears. There's just so much expense in what I do, and until we have a lot of people coming into the retail part of our store, we just do not get paid very often. Excuse me. Got a tickle. But whatever shortfalls we have, I'll just make it up in November. I'm looking forward to seeing what that raise does to our income. But yep, that's what we have tonight. And I did show you, I think I did show you my little cash envelopes that fit perfectly into my wallet here. They're T90. And they are just right to fit into my new little wallet here. Got a place for change, my driver's license in here, and I do not carry any cards. No debit, no credit. Only debit card I have is a PayPal, and it's only good if I have money on my PayPal. I'm a cash spender, unless I write a check. And I write 3 checks a month for water, power, and ELOC. That's the 3 checks I write each month. All right, thank you all so much. I've got my battery is getting low, and that is our paycheck for October 29th. That's how it will be spent. Every dollar will be accounted for, and this is how it's going to look. Thank you all so much. If you have not subscribed and you're interested in my journey, and especially first of the year, saving $10,000 out of my husband's paycheck next year. If you're interested in how that goes and how I'm going to achieve that, and if I do any other savings challenges, then hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And thank you so much. It's time for me to go to bed. Bye-bye.